Hello there. Goodness, goodness. Okay, so I'm doing another one of these commentaries because the first time I did, I was like, I don't want to say drunk, but I was pretty close. And that wasn't very nice. And I'm still sick. I'm sick again. This is like a month and a half later, and I'm sick. So forgive me. I'm drinking again, except this time it's tea. Ah, damn, that's hot. Woo! So, yes. I don't really know what I'm going to talk about here, so let's just enjoy it. Well, enjoy as much as one human can. This thing. God, okay. Oh, I forgot okay, alright, so. This is the film. And there's a typo. Let's see if you can catch it. Oh, come on. Okay. So these are the bleachers at the high school. I'm so cheap.
My name is Danya Jordan.
Nice tits.
I always have and I'm afraid I always will. Great. Legs are great. L-E-G-S.
I feel sorry for her. I dragged her out
There's one thing in this world
of her house. She was doing,
happy as can be. It's my legs.
I don't even know what, but it was probably more interesting than this.
I love everything that involves the use of your
I had
legs.
sneakers like that once.
If I were to somehow lose my legs or not be able
Oh, by the way, if you weren't aware, or if you're watching this after I've already done it, there's a remake. I decided that's what Hollywood's doing nowadays. Might as well do it too. So I remade it. Or I'm going to remake it, depending on when you're watching this. Or listening. Or I don't know. I'm tired. I need to not do these when I'm drunk or tired. I also don't think I'm very interesting, so I'm gonna have someone else do them from now on. Or maybe I'm not interesting. Maybe I'm just not interested enough in this. One would assume I would be, but I don't know. This is like that birthmark I can't get rid of. Death and violence. Those are my favorite. Oh, that's still hot. I had oatmeal earlier, and it was technically it's not oatmeal unless you, or it is. It's not. Oh my god, it's not oatmeal when you put hot water in it. Then it's porridge. So I had some porridge, man. And, it was tasty, but it was awfully sticky. So I've got, like, the sticky in my mouth, and I feel like I'm not enunciating properly. Hey, there's like a... okay. Have I said anything about this film? Well, I'm sorry. I'm not sure why there's an echo in there. It wasn't meant to be that dramatic. But you know what? It's lots of fun. If you're drinking. Which I'm not, but I should. You know what I'm going to do? Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write a novelization of this. I'm going to make it into a book. And no one will read it. But I'll get a kick out of it. Oh, and I'm also making a video game. Like an old, classic Super Mario type of video game where you just run around and there's parts where you just run around as Nicole's character. And then there's parts where you're in the wheelchair and you're driving around. And then there's parts at the end when you fight with swords. Spoiler alert! How clever of me to cut out the swearing, which then comes back in full force at the end and no one really cared. We were adults. We were 17. That's the age of consent. Ish. You know? Was I 17? When was this? 2006. This was in June 2006, which means I was Yeah, I was 17. Okay, whatever. I don't think Ian was 17 though. I think he was younger. I think he was like 16. Who's that person behind her? Oh, I also re-edited this scene. Okay, so there's a remake that I'm going to make or have already made, depending on when you're watching this, and then there's also a re-edit using all of this original footage, and I decided I'm gonna try to make it at least slightly better. And this whole sequence is re-edited, and it's actually a lot funnier.
Need to get my engine checked.
I did the best I could with it.
It's time for an oil change.
That's why I'm gonna start over fresh and make a remake. Because in the subsequent 7 years, I've very heavily progressed my skills. I don't need no film school. Well, probably would have helped a little, but I don't need it. You know? Okay, alright, here we go. We're getting into dark territory. I'm ready!
Ready!
I knew that was coming. Because I wrote it. Where's the script? I still have like one copy of the script left over from somewhere.
I'm ready.
And get over here already!
I think that'd be a lot of fun to read. Ow, holy shite! Ooh, ow, that was hot. Look at him perched on that rock like a BA.
Not that easy,
A
Johnny.
BAMF.
If I win, I return to normal.
Very well.
It's so wet. You know why? Because it was raining.
I don't have a sword.
Because Broome County, New York has like a very awkward weather pattern. It's like 90 one day and the next day it's raining. Yep. This is like the 58,000th time I've watched this, and I don't get sick of it. It puts so much pressure on me to do better that it actually helps me. And it's not really that bad. I knock on it a lot, because it's technically my only masterpiece at this point in my life. Because I have this problem where I just can't finish things. I start them and I have so much energy and then it just kind of dies out. And then I don't finish it and then, you know. Yeah. Where was I going? What a great special effect. I also fixed that in the re-edit, not the remake. I don't know how I'm going to do that in the remake. I don't know if the remake's going to be like exactly shot for shot or if it's just going to be like the same idea with a better execution, I guess. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. We'll do that in a couple months. Assuming everybody follows through. And Nicole's having a baby. She's gonna poop out the baby soon and then we're gonna go make a remake. So possibly that tank top is not gonna work. Assuming she got, you know,
I am.
pregnant fat, not
I am fate,
fat.
bitch.
Oh, what a horrible thing to say. I'm sorry. We'll go to Thrifty or something and we'll find some pink, you know, full coverage pink, long sleeves, or short. It'll be August, but August in Binghamton is like, I don't know. I can't even predict it. Anyway, look at those special effects. It's the same. Well, it's actually two, but it's the same two lens flares over and over again for like a whole minute and a half sequence. And you know how long that took to render on the school computers? It took me like 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I mean, it was 2006. And the computers at school were like 2001s. Which even back in 2006 was old. So, you know. Oh, and very exciting news. No one's going to care, but the last piece of my gear, which is a powerhouse supercomputer, I'm going to be getting that in a couple weeks. Very exciting. I know you don't care, but I'm just letting you know. Oh, poor Ian. I feel like I haven't spoken about this film at all, like about what's actually happening. Okay, so that's Ian. He's fate. He's an entity of evil. And then that's Nicole. That's Donnie, played by Nicole. I forgot which. Okay, anyway, and that's her ass, and that's a wheelchair. And the wheelchair is not an actual wheelchair. It's also an entity of evil. But this whole thing that I decided I was going to put in the backstory that I never did was that the wheelchair. Ooh, pardon me. Pardon me. The wheelchair was an entity from the same realm as Fate. It was like the evil realm or something like that. And they were clashing, but since Fate was the big guy, he was the one who was controlling the wheelchair, even though the wheelchair didn't want to be controlled. So that's why the wheelchair had a mind of its own. Took Donnie for a spin, and then she came back and she's like, "Oh, I'm ready," because the wheelchair told her, you gotta fight this man. You gotta save yourself. I'm not sure if that wheelchair should have a voice like that, but if it does, I'll do it. Look, no special effects. That's just upper arm strength. And I think that's someone picking her up. I don't know. I hope no one slipped a finger in. Is that why she's pregnant? That baby was gestated for a very long time. Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I was also going to have a shot where the knife was flying across her face, but they broke the knife. And by they, I mean not me. Bitches. More special effects that I stole from the internet. Not stole, actually. That's not the... No, I didn't steal them. What's the proper term? Borrowed? I don't know. They were up there for free for people who were just training, learning how to use After Effects, and so I took them and I didn't change them except the colors, so it's not like I was learning, I was just using, but oh, whatever. I did creatively use the fireball, that special effect there, as smoke, which it wasn't meant to be. Like right there, I turned it into smoke at the end of that. Yeah, see? So I was learning something. Anyway. Oh, and by the way, that green screen effect was horrible, not because of me. Well, okay, technically because of me, but it wasn't intentional. It was because I was just learning how to use green screen, and the green screen was too small, and I was too close to it, and I thought I had to cover the whole thing with green, not realizing I could cut out anything outside of it. You're probably not following me, but the point is, it was because of my lack of expertise that green screen looks horrible. But I'll fix it in the remake. Or even, I could do it in the re-edit too. Now that I have... Oh my god, I gotta get that stuff out. I have like half the footage, but I don't have the rest of it, and I can't finish it because I sold off my camera that takes tapes because, I went the way of the future and I got a camera that's on a hard drive now, so I can't capture from tapes, and I didn't have all the footage I was hoping I would have. And, moral of the story, I don't think there was one. Poor Nicole, and her bra changed because this was the next day. I want to go through, all of my tapes. I did it once before, but I don't remember what's on everything. Maybe I'll, resurrect all my old stuff. Sounds like fun. There's me! I actually have a perfect driving record, so don't let this fool you. You know what?
Are you okay?
That hat.
No, asshole.
Yes, this is what brought us up to page 813. But everybody I showed it to got a real kick out of it. Goodness, it's windy. So anyway, I have an idea for that car hit for the remake. It's going to be a lot more, you'll actually see him getting crushed. That's always fun.
No, wait. I'm drunk and I'm on probation.
Oh, she's so cute.
There's my wheelchair.
Shit.
I guarantee the only people who laugh at this movie are the people who are in it. Good times. I wonder if Nicole will redo her hair like that for the remake. Or I'll just throw together a couple of cheap wigs. I just don't get it.
No, I can't.
By the way, I don't think Ian had his license when he was in that
This
car.
song is very important
Shh.
message I wanna pass on. That guy that got hit by the car helped me see into myself and further pushed me to release this message to all.
Yeah, the audio got effed up.
Important lesson. Don't smoke pot.
You know what I'm gonna do since the audio and the voiceovers was kind of messed up because I was using a hey, that's me in the mirror or the window or the reflection. Ian, what a happy ending. Has he cut his hair? I hope not. I'll make him a wig too. Okay, so anyway, the audio and the voiceovers is messed up because we had a really old microphone in the media room and I didn't know how to use it, so it was like really quiet, and I had to amplify it, and then it sounded really gross. So I think in the remake or the re-edit, I'll like record like a really awesome, like a Sir Ian McKellen kind of voiceover. Like, I can't do it properly, so don't laugh at me, but it'll be like, and this is Johnny and Jordan, yes, or something like that. That's embarrassing. This film, not my Ian McKellen impression. Goodness. I got an A on it though. That's exciting. Well, it wasn't like an A, it was like 100 or a 95 or something. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Someone else operated the camera and I was in the car. I don't remember who. It might have been Ian, so I forgot to credit him. I'm sorry. I'll put it in the re-edit. This is going to be like 18 different versions of this. This is like my Blade Runner. I hope they don't remake Blade Runner. That would suck. Ugh. Disgusting. Sword fight choreography. He choreographed that, or choreographed. I can speak English. Sharonda. Ooh, she hates me. Whatever. Not really much of a loss. What a horrible thing to say! Wheelchair supplied by my mommy and daddy. And when I say supplied, I meant I stole it from them. They weren't using it. Wow, someone really loved that X-Men score. What? The Phantom... Oh, yeah. That was the stuff with the lens flares. The... Yeah, you're like, I did that. I should do my own sound effects with my throat. That'd be cool. Adobe After Effects 6. Okay, that's why it looked shitty. It was After Effects 6. Special thanks, Miss Teft. Oh, bless Teft. I miss her. I don't think she likes me anymore. But that's okay. I'll thank her in my Oscar speech and then make her feel bad. No, what a horrible thing to say! Alright, well, I enjoyed talking about this, and I hope you did too. Bye-bye!